Hello everyone, it's Catherine here, Curvy Fitness, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing my top tips on fear of exercise failure, so how to overcome it. So fear of exercise failure is something that we all get, absolutely. So whether you're a beginner, you've been exercising for a long time, whenever you're kind of taking that next step, definitely there's a bit of fear of exercise failure that creeps in there. But today especially I wanted to relate it back to if you're a beginner. So kind of taking it from my own experiences when I first was starting out with exercise and movement, and the things that really helped me to overcome that, and things that I've kind of used as I've gone on my fitness journey that have really, again, helped me kind of get over each hurdle. So I'm going to share those tips with you today. So tip number one is being realistic about your starting point. So what I mean by this is, not kind of being self-deprecating and, I'm dreadful, but just being realistic with where you're starting out. If you want to set a goal of wanting to run your first 5K, just sort of understanding, have you been doing any running before? Are you, do you find walking difficult? Just understanding, okay, where's my starting point? How long am I, if I'm going to set myself a challenge, say something like that, how long am I going to need to be able to build up to doing that? And being realistic to challenge yourself, absolutely, but to be realistic with that time frame so you don't get disheartened and you don't get kind of put off. And that can be applied to exercise in general. It doesn't need to be to a particular challenge. So if you're starting out, say, strength training, and it's not something really that you have looked at doing before, maybe understanding, okay, where, there's certain moves that you know already. Do you know the sort of how to do a squat, how to do a lunge, all of these different things, where are you in those elements? Can you do a full squat? Where's your mobility like? That kind of thing. So when you're starting out, you can see that progression and you can see how you're moving forward. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second one is taking each exercise session or each training session at a time, one by one. And this has absolutely been crucial for me because especially if you are new, if you're a beginner to exercise, it can be so easy to kind of get overwhelmed. And, you do say your first week and you get to the end of the week and you're like, oh my God, I can't sit down the toilet without holding on, my legs are killing me, or, and all these different things because you're suddenly doing movements and exercises that your body's not used to. So you're maybe getting some DOMs, some after kind of pains, and it's completely normal. But what I would say is don't let that put you off. So don't let that sort of say that first week and then you're thinking, oh God, I've got this other. Just take each session as it comes and fully expect that every session is going to be different. Some sessions you're going to go in there and you're going to feel amazing and, you're going to have loads of energy and, say you've slept well the night before, you're eating, great, or you're, and I don't like to talk too much about that because, again, that all comes in with just how you feel really, eating intuitively to your body. But there's so many different factors that obviously affect how you are and how you feel in that training session. So just take each one as it comes, and definitely don't, if you don't have a great training session, don't be disheartened. Don't think, oh, that's it, I'm never gonna do whatever it is you were trying to do in that session. Just think, okay, well, I turned up, I showed up, and I did my best, and that's all I can expect of myself. So, tomorrow's another day, and let's move on from there. Okay, so tip number 3 is give yourself enough time to either reach that goal or to get used to that movement. So again, I've absolutely been, fell foul of this one, as in I've kind of, maybe set myself a challenge of, okay, I want to learn a certain new skill, movement pattern or whatever in a month's time, and actually I've grossly underestimated how long it's going to take me and take my body to adapt to that. And then of course you get to your set time frame, you're really disheartened, you think, oh, I'm an idiot, I can't, why can't I do that? And all these negative thoughts come flooding in, and it's not healthy, it's not great. So, you know, give yourself enough time. You know, if that means talking to someone who's doing something similar to that you're setting yourself a goal for, you know, find a trainer, find a friend, you know, get a bit of a reference point. But I would also suggest in that, don't compare yourself. You know, again, still recognise that you are unique. We all are. So our bodies are unique, so what we can do and where we're starting from is going to be very different than somebody else. So take that advice, take, you know, some information from people, but still understand, you know, put it in your context to where you are on your fitness journey. And then last tip, so tip number 4, is focusing on your why. So as you can tell, I'm a big advocate for this. I've mentioned this in a couple of previous videos. And for me, definitely to stop that fear of exercise failure, for me, I've really had to kind of focus in on sort of what is my why for doing this. So when I was first starting out on my fitness journey and everything was new to me, and I was like, oh God, I don't know, you know, like my bike challenge that I did, oh, can I do it? Can I, you know, and you get all worked up in your head. And for me, that was a really good grounding to sort of say, no, okay, why am I doing this? You know, partly it's for me, from a health and fitness perspective, I wanted to improve that. I wanted to make that better. But also, you know, I'm doing it for charity. I'm doing it for a great cause. I'm doing it with my friends. I'm, you know, just kind of like reminding yourself of what that why is when you have those wobbles and you have those fears of, oh, can I do this? You've got that to sort of like think back to, you know, on those times. And again, those times when you have sessions that aren't great, you come out of there, okay, no, I might not have been able to do whatever it was that you were trying to do in that session, but I turned up and, you know, I'm doing this for me, I'm doing this for the right reasons, and I will get there. You know, believe in yourself, because you absolutely will. Okay, so they are my top tips for avoiding fear of exercise failure. Like I said, it absolutely happens to everybody, you know, whether you're a beginner, whether you've been going for a long time. So just those tips there to sort of armour you with some things that you can try and do when that does come up. And I hope they've been useful. So by all means, leave us a comment. It'd be lovely to hear from you. Connect on all the socials. I got it in the bio. So by all means, yeah, it'd be great to hear from you. And I hope this has helped. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get the latest updates from when we share videos. And I will catch up with you all in a video very soon.